have any sisters?
Yeah, I got 3 sisters, 3 brothers.
Older?
One sister's older.
So you all were there?
No, we were pretty much scattered all over. Yeah. Out of all Leonard's kids, I thought I ran around with him the most before he went in. First time I ever been in a weekly ceremony or a sweat lodge with Leonard and Leonard Crodog. And after that, when he got tried in Fargo, he told me to go to Oregon and live my life and try to stay out of a lot of this. To being Leonard's son and stuff, society and everybody kind of pulled me back into it.
But it's not. It's not. You can't just stay out because of what happened to him. You can't stay out because you're Indian.
What happened?
I was just joking. They arrested our other friend. Here you go. My name's on there. So.
Okay.
Is that address that's on your website for this, for your dad to send letters, is that current? The Florida address? It was on the event page for this.
Florida address?
Yeah, it was a Florida address if you want to send support letters to Leonard.
Oh, to Coleman, Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you write Leonard.
All right.
You could write Leonard right at that Coleman address. That's,
Awesome.
Yeah, he loves that. He wants to hear from people.
Sweet.
Does he?
Yes.
And then anybody can write?
Anybody can write it. Right there on that whoisleonardpeltier.info. The address right on there.
All right.
That's the one I'm the director of.
What about like getting him things? What can he have? What can he have?
Well, you can't send him nothing. If you want to send him a book or something, you have to go through a bookstore and send it that way.
Oh, they have to send it to him, the bookstore? Oh, okay.
Say, for instance, a store or whatever. Because people send him stockings and all kinds of stuff all the time, and they turn around and send it to me because you can't send him nothing in there. So, like, if you want to send him a book,
what is he?
What's the worst thing you got? What's the funniest thing you got? What's the funniest thing you got when they send it to you?
I got some 4-color buttons given away.
Oh, I don't know.
That'd be funny to post on there.
Yeah. At first I did, but it's kind of died out. I think.
Are they all the same?
Yeah. Well, I got a Nishna Bay buttons, but I don't know if you want to wear that.
Yeah, I was just there last week. I was in there last Monday. I had a couple of events in Florida. I did, and so I only got to visit him the last two Mondays.
So are they allowed to have a ceremony?
No, he can't let any media in there. They do have a sweat lodge in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was the deal with his art? Why are they taking that down?
Well, what happened was I had some art displayed up in Tumwater, Washington, at the Labor of Industries, and we had it there displaying it as Native American Culture Month, and we just had it there displaying it as Leonard Peltier as an artist. There was nothing political on it. So one of the troopers was complaining, and one of the ex-retired FBI agents started complaining about this, that he was a murderer and all this. Well, they had it removed. Well, right there they violated one of Leonard's rights as an artist.
Yeah.
And because there was nothing political on this. He was there just advertised as an artist. So the retired FBI agents are the one that brought this all on. They actually helped us by doing this. If they wouldn't have did anything and just let it stay there for the month, this wouldn't have caused this tsunami. Actually, after they had it removed, I had like 3 attorneys call me, and they want to pursue this because they just violated Leonard's rights again as an artist.
Cool.
And me as a director, he's saying, well, they violated your rights too, because all I'm doing is advertising art. So I have some attorneys on this, and we're going to try to get them back to counsel them.
So do you like follow or take advice from any of the posts that are on there?
Yeah, I try to listen to them all. Yeah.
She read an interesting one. You probably read it. Remember that? Something about
And we don't know what to do.
it's not. It's the time is over to be sympathetic towards Leonard. It's not a sympathetic thing anymore. It's a law thing. Something like that. I thought it was pretty good. That because when you have sympathetic, it's like you get people, that kind of stuff. But when it's like somebody's rights are,
It's a legal issue.
it's a legal issue. That's what I was trying to say. It's a legal issue. It's not a sympathetic thing.
Right.
Because the flyer I posted, someone just commented on it and saying, why I wish they would take all that emotional, like the legal issue, and when people put that emotional side to it. The flyer for this guy, I had posted and she said that it's a legal matter and it should be professional and it should have facts. Instead of luring people in for the emotional reason. I thought it was a good point that she had.
Yeah. Well,
That's our flag.
I look at it whatever can get people here.
My friend designed that when she was like
A
7.
lot of people are emotional about this. You know, Leonard's been 40 years in hell, you know, for protecting the earth. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of, you know, 80% of Leonard supporters are women. A lot of women are emotional. So how could this not be emotional? That's the way I see it.
I was liking what you were saying too about when you were talking about your dad being diabetic too, because I am real bad, and I know how that is when you get sick either way, like when you have too much sugar or not enough, the way you feel and that crap, and I can't even imagine it being tenfold in there like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just can't, because these guys see me too. Sometimes I'm like this, you know, and I can't think straight and things like that. And then in there, I can't imagine what goes through his head. Like, I could die right here. If they don't, somebody doesn't do something, I could die in here. Nobody's even paying attention to me. I couldn't even imagine that. You know what I mean? Out here, you fall down, somebody's gonna call an ambulance or something. In there, what?
Right.
You know what I mean? Can't even imagine that, you know. And not to mention the hate there, you know, because you know the whole situation. But you know the medical thing too, man. It's huge. I don't understand that. Why they, you know, like you were saying, are they doing it on purpose? Do they not want him here no more to make it go away? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they do because you know they want to learn to go away a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at YouTube, there's a prison guard on there from Leavenworth saying that they beat Leonard so bad, threw him in the hole at 120 degrees, and they said nobody to give him food and water. And well, there's this prison guard on there saying if it wasn't for him sneaking him food and water, Leonard would have never made it. So I mean, right
So
there.
there's somebody, he's supposed to be alive.
Yeah. See, so right there's the answer. You know, they beat him a long time ago and threw him in the hole. They wanted him to go away a long time ago. So, I mean,
Now, does he get, okay, I know a lot of other people, yeah, I know a lot of other people that get out of prison, out of jail, when their relative dies. Does he?
Will like they let him go to funerals or things like that out here? Nothing really. They won't. Isn't that a right though? Don't you have like a deathbed visit right? A last rites
Like, is his mother and father still alive?
no.
Did they pass before he went in?
No, after.
And he
They
didn't
both-
get out?
No.
See, that's not right
like that.
either.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. They're still violating his rights. You know.
Like
I
that
doubt if
shirt.
they do that to guys in maximum.
Yeah,
Maybe
they do.
They do?
hmm
Wow.
Well, I actually know someone that they let him out for his mother's funeral.
Wow. Yeah, they've never let me do that like that.
Actually, it was my brother.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him up for my and my uncle. His uncle was like a. He let him up for my mom's. I know that.
So is the only thing like for us to do is to write letters, like to
Write the letters and do anything you can. Anything you can do, any kind of rallies, any support groups,
so just
petitions.
keep writing letters to Obama.
Yeah.
Did you film
There's
that? I was
there's
saying
that phone number too on there. They say to make phone calls every day on there.
Yeah.
The phone or the phone number for here.
Yeah, and there may potentially be another event coming up in the year to work towards like
Look at mine.
any kind of organizing event. Something there's like a whole bunch of people all over the country that can network. So what area of the country are you from?
New York State.
Okay, all right. There's definitely crew up there that you can organize. So I would just start plugging into Google Free Leonard Peltier, do a little research, and you'll be able to find a lot more.
Yeah, that's why I ask everybody to stay. Anything you put on, let whoisleonardpeltier.info know. That's
Okay.
the one I'm co-director of.
Okay.
That's the one we'll put it on there. So I mean, all our supporters. Since I've been co-director, a lot of people have been climbing back on board because of a lot of the chaos over the years over the committees.
Who is
And
Leonard
so-
Peltier? What?
Whoisleonardpeltier.info.
That info.
Yeah. Since I'm Leonard's son and everything, a lot of people are coming back to that website and supporting me. and we're all, you know, we're more stronger like this than like this.
So what is the thing that keeps you going? I mean, 40 years is a freaking long time to have your
A lot of
dad's
work,
God.
a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of
For a
everything.
lot of years, I was a drunk. You know, I worked every day. I was a workaholic.
I think we all
Yeah,
have
I
that
changed
story
those
too.
house payments, those new car payments. You know, I was just doing what my father asked me to go out, live my own life. And then it's, you know, a lot of times I'll go to down to Oregon State Penitentiary and I'll pour water in the sweat for those guys. And I had a guy, Cole, he asked me, he goes, do you ever go visit your father? And I said, well, there was one time I went 25 years without seeing him. And then another time, 11 years without seeing him. And the guy told me, he goes, well, yeah, he goes, when I first came in here, I had visitors all the time. He goes, but I ain't had a visitor in 10 years. And it kind of got to me. I got a little, made me feel bad. So I went, bought a plane ticket, and I went and visited him. And that's when I asked him how I could help him. And that's when I became the director of the art. And the directors at that time got asked to step down about 4 months later. And we had somebody else that was in there trying to be the director, but they weren't qualified. And that's when a lot of Dad's attorneys asked for, well, I ended up being appointed the director. So out of all the people I asked to help me are people that, you know, Dad told me to work with all these people, and out of the people that he told me to work with, the people I got in the committee now are the people that I feel that are really after Leonard's top priority is freedom.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have their own agendas. They're more worried about Leonard's freedom. So those are the people I picked to be on the committee and the board. A lot of these people Leonard picked on the board, don't get me wrong, but a lot of these people in there, I feel that they're really after Leonard's top priority is freedom. So that's the people I'm trying to work with again.
Yeah.
And I need, don't get me wrong, I need a lot of help, you know, but I'm looking for people that are aggressive, that will keep doing stuff, not somebody who'll do one thing and then run around saying I'm on the board, which we've already got a lot of those. I need people that are going to keep doing things, you know. I didn't know nothing about this a year ago. I carried bricks for 30 years. You know, I wasn't into nothing political, except when I was a kid with my father and watching over this all those years. You know, I'm not educated. I figured it out. You know, I'm doing a lot of this stuff. A lot of these are Dad's tools. I'm just putting them in the right places and asking people to do the right things. So, I mean, it seems to be working. And so that's all I'm asking is everybody be on the same channel. And who is Leonard Peltier?
And you know what else? What I think about when, you know how a president pardons people? And people are saying that Obama's going to pardon him. And I said, Obama's not going to pardon anybody. If he would have done it, he would have done it his first term. Because he wouldn't have known he got elected the second time.
Also, at the end of people's term, is a more likely time as well because
that's what I'm saying. You can only pardon them at the end of your term.
13
but he didn't pardon him at the end of his first term.
I.
How was he to know that he was going to get elected again?
Right. Well, hopefully another 4 years change his mind.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think they already know who the next president's going to be. Myself.
I don't.
Georgie Bush proved that to us. If it would have been any other governor that didn't mess up on the count besides his brother, I might have bought it. But when his brother miscounted all the votes, that showed me right there. I quit voting, going, "Well, this was rigged."
Yeah.
His brother's the only state that's holding up the votes, and then after that he won. Well, that didn't give me no confidence. So I think that they already know who's
I'm not confident in the Bushes anyway. They can't leave. They can't leave their homes.
Yeah.
Something political. They can't leave Florida. They can't. The Bush where he is now, the old man Bush. Did he die?
No.
He can't leave. That's why every time there's president gathering, like 6 living presidents, Bush is not there. He can't leave. There's something political. And it was on years ago, but I forgot what it was. You know, a lot of political stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And even like here, he's not the president.
Yeah.
But Sounds like people telling him what to do, what to sign. Here, sign this. Here, you're gonna like this.
I just
You know.
noticed it too. It could be anywhere.
I
From
mean, he
here
has
to
the power
hotel.
to not sign. That's all there is.
We're not going back for it.
No, it's 250. It's the building's right by my
So
house.
you gotta find out who the person is that's telling him to sign. Yeah, and talk to them.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people ask Obama about Leonard. And he says he's well aware of Leonard. So that's why we need all the support now we can get. So he already knows about Leonard.
That's good.
Hopefully he'll do the right thing. He's
You-
been promising our people he'll do what he can for us. So. And a lot of us are asking for freedom for Leonard. So.
Do you mind? I have a